Prison Architect is one of the most detailed city builders you're ever likely to play, even if this city does have bars on the windows and rather less than willing citizens. It'll probably make you feel like a terrible person. It might make you feel self-righteous, as human dignity takes its place below the all-important bottom line. It'll absolutely make you never, ever want to end up behind bars. It's not necessarily a hyper-realistic game, as you can see from the cartoon graphics, but I doubt there are many aspects of building and running a prison that it doesn't at least try to cover. The basic design of cells and pathways is all up to you. Setting up patrols and CCTV cameras to break through the fog of war that creeps in when guards aren't looking. Riots, fires, contraband, gangs, and most cynically of all, the money side of running a private prison. The real reason you're here. While it is possible to play with unlimited funds and no chance of random events or being fired, doing so really isn't playing properly. The challenge is balancing the needs, or simply the wants, of your prisoners with the need to keep expanding and maintain order. You might do that by ensuring that they're happy, while isolating and dealing with the few insistent troublemakers, but you can also just let them live in filth and try to maintain order with an iron fist. It's a surprisingly open sandbox, though the catch with that is that getting started isn't always easy. At the start of a game you just need a holding cell to throw newcomers into, but later you need doctors and visitation rooms, supply closets, security systems, drug programs, metal detectors, and of course to keep expanding your facilities, which takes money, lots of it. There is a campaign mode that vaguely teaches the ropes while telling a story, but its focus is really on showing off the cool stuff rather than getting down to basics. The first chapter's goal, for instance, is to set up an electric chair in a pre-existing prison. Jump into the main game, where all you get is a field and a road and a vague prompt to build a holding cell, and well, good luck. Like a lot of games recently, Prison Architect just assumes you'll go to a wiki guide to learn how to play. The raw basics aren't too complicated though, with the real challenge coming from the right place. Prison Architect is system layered upon system layered upon system, a dozen plates always spinning and demanding both a head and a heart for micromanagement. Inevitably it sometimes trips itself up, like giving you a waiting room full of oddly patient murderers just hanging around until you build them their cell, or your workmen losing interest in a job and not bothering to fit a new room with lights. To some extent though, even things like that add spice to the chaos, such as the sudden realisation that you're about to face a riot because someone forgot to plumb in the toilets. New to the release version is Escape Mode, though it's listed in the extras menu for a reason. It's a cute addition, challenging to break out of either your prison or ones downloaded from Steam Workshop, but if that's what interests you, definitely play the Escapists instead. It's little more than a mini-game here. In addition to teaching the ropes, the campaign also tells a few short stories of corruption and mob warfare, though again, they're not too thrilling. It's a shame that more of this personality couldn't have come through in the main game, like the Polaroids that show you what's really going on and more specific prisoner interactions. Luckily the sandbox mode is more than enough, especially hooked up to Steam Workshop for mods and other people's prisons. However long the appeal of building them instead of cheerier things like cities and theme parks lasts, developer Introversion's attention to detail and the depth of its focus makes for both a very satisfying challenge and the kind of simulation that really puts you into the mind space of running a prison. After a poorly handled start, Prison Architect becomes one of the most in-depth, satisfying builder games in a very long time. It's a shame the non-sandbox options aren't a bit deeper, and the nature of the game inherently lacks the joy and beauty of other subjects that you could be simulating. Few though have done such a great job at capturing not just the nature of the task, but the art and complexity that goes into doing it well.